Welcome. You have found my treasure. One, two, three, four. Eyes on my side. That was a heroic effort. Use magic to kill death. The best has been. One, two, three, four. Try and find a way out. Beware the demon. I've not seen such bravery. Let's see you get out of here. Do not hurt the players yet. Those potions for later use. The best has been. I'm running out. They
Welcome. Hello, everyone. Oh no, I think the bomb went off. I was gonna start on time, but nature called. Then I had mom to talk to for a little bit. This is gonna be a pretty short stream. Actually, really short stream, probably. But I figured I'd do it anyway. Actually, I don't even know if we're gonna make it to a place with boxcars in an hour and a half. Maybe. I think I have. Yeah, like an hour and a half. I think we're gonna be leaving at like 4 something. Gotta run to Price Chopper. Because apparently that's the place where you go to get your eyes. No, not even checked. They just have you read the chart, I think. And I should be able to read it with my glasses. Because if I don't do that, then I lose my license, apparently. Which, honestly, I wouldn't really care that much about because I don't drive anyway, and nobody seems to think I know how to drive, so I do. I can drive just fine, but everybody says, "Oh, you haven't driven. You can't drive." So what's the point of spending $80 for a license? But I already did it, so might as well take the stupid eye test so that I can actually not lose my license. I find it interesting that people that have corrective lenses on their license still have to have their eyes have to read the chart thing, because I would think that would only be for people that are trying to say that they don't need corrective lenses, but I guess it makes sense for corrective lenses too, because your eyes could have gotten worse. Anywho, we're on 2 little loading jobs right now at the logging camp, the Forests Central. And here we go with Mom already. I thought she was in the next couple hours. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of interruptions. Yeah, the pipe's freezing. Yeah, it's not as cold as it is there. Here. But yeah. Yep. It got down to like 5 by early this morning. We have a little heater on in the basement under the other side of the house's kitchen. And my neighbors had the firemen there this morning because their pipes froze and burst. So yeah, that's definitely a worry. But last week we had one night where it got down to -2. Nothing froze, so it's not quite that cold this time. But yeah, we gotta keep that heater on. Oh, and I installed a mod for auto run toggle, which means you're always running unless you hold control, then it makes you walk. Unless you're on a car, then you walk. But of course, I'm so used to holding control all the time, it's going to take me a while to stop holding control. But yeah, CTRL. Oh, that sucks. Well, my internet was screwy yesterday, but not because of the internet. I put a little thing on the Discord, I don't know if anybody saw it, but the outlet. God damn it, didn't I throw that switch? Didn't I throw the first one? Anyway, the power outlet for the living room downstairs, one side of it blew out. So I had to replace the outlet yesterday. And that controls the internet, so yeah. The bell just rang already. Just put that back on regular time. when I was putting this job together for the switching, I was like more than half asleep. I don't even know if the train was done moving when I exited the game because I was like falling asleep in my chair, and that was a while ago. But yeah, so I'm kind of doing what I do right now. I was gonna load up a bunch of logs and take them to the sawmill, but now that I'm on such a short time limit today, I might run light back down to the farm and see if we can find some box cars just to see if that custom car is working. I don't know. Or I could just spawn the car and just look at it. I'd like to see it actually show up as a job though. Going the right way yet? Close up. See, this loading track is really short. I have to load up half and half. Well, I was never expecting a speedy bonus anyway. And the half closer to me goes right here on B4. Oh, we got them both. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this goes to B4. Because we're actually losing some steam there. I'm trying to rush, which always makes you cause I should have problems really rushing. No, B2, that's what it was. Yeah, B2. How fancy I am. I'm not even getting out of the train. Totally not gonna bite me. I'm not giving her throttle too quick. I was going to turn off the heater in the basement for the pipes at least during the day today, but it's only getting up to like 16, so it's kind of still borderline. So what's the point of just turning it off for a couple hours just to turn it back on? I'm just gonna leave it on. Just O&R is gonna get a lot. Oh Jesus, there were other cars there. Crap. Oh, there goes all the money I was gonna make on the switching job. So I just slammed into a couple of cars back there. I think. Yeah. Forgot there were other cars. Well, I think I knew, but I was kind of ignoring it. I needed to go in slow, you see. Okay, stop holding control for it. That's going to take a while to get used to. I'm gonna have to take off my thumb or something for a little while. Stop holding control. I knew I should have put that mod in, and I did. I think in the long run it'll be better, but it's gonna take me a while to get used to. So yeah, yesterday, I guess it all started with somebody dropping a pill bottle on the floor and it rolled down under this end table. So in order to get it, my mom used a broom. And while she was poking away at the broom, I guess she wiggled the power strip a little bit. And I mean, it's not really her fault that the outlet was ready to go anyway, because the plugs fit so loosely in the outlet. I think that's the problem, and it's a heavy plug too, because it's from the power strip, so it's got that heavy, thick cord. So she wiggled it a little bit, and then she told me, "Oh, it's crackling," and I'm like, "Oh, that's not good." And then it wasn't working, and then so I reached back there and unplugged things, and I was like, "Yeah, I think something's wrong." Can I throw the switch? Yes. Sure enough, the left side of the outlet blew. And actually, the outlet broke right in half. When I pulled off the cover plate for the outlet, the left side stayed stuck to the cover plate. Came off cover plate. That's never good. Of course, I got the power cut off because the right side of the outlet still worked, so I was able to plug like just a single lamp in the right side. And then I had Mom tell me when it blew up, when the lamp went out when I was flipping the switches down in the basement, and the circuit breaker. So I knew I had the power off. This is not copyrighted music. It is remixed. 16-bit. Can't touch me. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yes, that's what we're going. You totally can't read the media player thing anyway. It's too small. Okay, now we are going to... Oh, that's done. Going to C40. Yeah, I'm all for it. Just keep making the list bigger and bigger. I think I'm going to start using VLC. for the playlists instead of media player. I just got to figure out how to make it readable to put on the screen, because I got to use something that people can read on the screen. Otherwise, every time a song pops up, somebody's gonna be like, "Well, what's that song?" I'm not gonna know, and if it's not something readable on the stream, I probably can't read it either. So that's why I like media player. It's working out pretty good for that. But VLC, it's got this like big black box with a traffic cone in the middle, but the track name for the song is way down on the bottom in tiny letters, and it's like, oh, I can't read that. Maybe you can go to like playlist view or something. Probably. I gotta figure with that thing. Because I did notice VLC had a sound compressor option, which makes me think maybe it could make the volume leveling better. I don't know. It'd be nice. Probably shouldn't have bothered streaming today, but I got excited when I saw the new custom car that popped out, the box car. So I want to try it out. Shouldn't have hit the brakes. This is uphill. Passed the switch already? I think I passed the switch already. Yeah. Stop holding control. Oh no, I'm not past the switch. I was not an idiot. I need to go back another 2 cars. Trust your instincts. You know them to be true or something. I didn't have enough water to make this run. Should. Oh, no. Hill. Oh, this is a steep hill. I didn't think the hill started that quick. I see it now. I'm in a rush. See what? C4? All the way over. Okay. We're inside the bridge, apparently. Great, I can't see from either end right now. Patience is a virtue I don't have today. One, two, three, 4, 5. I need to move up like a half car. Actually, it'll probably take it right now. Okay. So. Whatever, didn't get that one. One of them had a lot of steps to load it up, so I might have still gotten the bonus. Nope. Oh well. No big deal. The bonus would have been like maybe $1,000. The thing with logs, they don't pay anything. So, are we gonna do sawmill run? It's from here, and I got a zigzag at the farm, run down to the sawmill, or are we just gonna run light down to the farm and look for the boxcars? And maybe run something up to Food Factory and look for boxcars up there. That's probably where most boxcars are. I think I'll probably do that, actually. Which way do I want to be facing when I get into the farm? I want to face that way, so I can come straight out, forward out of Forest Central. Okay, that's what I'll do. I never can find my way out of this damn place. Okay, we just gotta go around the loop to face the right way. Set a couple of handbrakes. I've been getting lazy with the handbrakes, not using them. Still like to have the mod, but I haven't been using them much. I glanced over the chat, and where you said your own name burned, for some reason I read that as Penn, Penn. It's because I didn't pull the pin because the engine's in Pennsylvania skin right now, I guess. That was weird. Brain. No, I was wrong. Select the through track. Oh, there is no through track. Right, I gotta go back. I know where I'm going. I swear. let me look. See how much water we have. Should still be pretty good. Yeah, I'm only like 2 notches down. I don't have to worry about running up to steel mill first. Water should be fine. I'm just filling the boiler now a little bit, you know. Didn't I? I'm trying to be cheap. I think you just end up paying more in the long run. Because then you have to put in 2 scoops to make up for it. So, is it really any better? Oh, I didn't check for damages because I slammed into those cars on that siding. Well, I'll pay it later. I got lots of money. I got all the licenses, so I really don't care about money anymore. That was not set for straight, but it is now. I kept my sweater on because I figured it was cold enough to keep it on, but now I'm getting warm. I switched to the flannel shirt. It's not as constrictive and hot. Should run up to steel mill. It's so close anyway, steel mill from the farm. No reason not to top it off. Still 30, but it's uphill, so give her some throttle. Getting out of here with a heavy train full of logs is quite tricky, especially because I always, when I'm with the steam engine, I always go tender first out so that I can run around in the farm and go straight towards the sawmill. Otherwise, I would have to try to turn around at the Y. Would be annoying, more annoying. So, part of what I've been doing besides sleeping at the wrong time and little somewhat emergency electrical issues is I've been binge watching a show called Blue Bloods on CBS. It's still going now. I don't know what season it's in, like 10th season or something, but I never watched it before. I knew it was a show that was around, because CBS is where I watch NCIS anyway. But I never really watched Blue Bloods, and I said, well, if I'm going to get into that, I can tell that's like a heavy duty show. I got to start from season 1. So I said, if it's on Hulu and I can watch it all from season 1, I'm going to do it. So I think it's been like close to a week, and I'm already like most of the way through season 3, I think. So yeah, binge watching. I didn't think I was going to get into it too, because I know there's a lot of drama, like too much drama, not enough crime and action. But I got into it. Long story short. I mean, Tom Selleck is really good. Guy that plays Tom Selleck's father is good too, and he used to play the father figure in Frasier. So seeing him in a different show was pretty cool. Okay, 40. Downhill, so we're picking up a lot of speed, even though there's no weight. It's just the engine and caboose, engine tender and caboose. There's the farm. Do we need to run up to the steel mill to get water? We're only a couple notches down, I think. Well, when I stop to throw the switch, I'll check it again. We're so close to the steel mill, though. It's kind of like a might as well situation. Well, we'll check the farm real quick and see if any of those boxcars are in. I think there can be boxcars at the farm. Yeah, because they put the pigs and livestock in, because there's no such thing as livestock cars yet. Oh, yep, it's in. I see it. I see it sticking out like a sore thumb over there. Cool. They work. I did set the mod to prioritize using the custom cars. Well, I do like all of the skins I have on the regular box cars too. So. You know what, I will run up to Steel Mill, top off the water and kill some time. Because I'd like it to be daytime to look at these boxcars in. Almost 3 a.m. Yeah. Playing WoW a bit here and there. Actually, last night played WoW for a little while, and what did I do? I started up a character on WoW Burning Crusades Classic, which is Classic plus Outlands. So now I'm more seriously mulling over the idea of basically starting all over again so that I could go to Outlands. It's just, I've put so much time into Classic already, and now I'm going to have to start all over again with Outlands. I don't know. But I have like a little level 8 or so Draenei Shaman. It's Burning Crusade, Draenei, and Blood Elf is new, so I figured I'd go through, all the Draenei lands. I haven't done that in a while. Why am I stopping? I need to go up to the switch to go in to get water. And I can leave the caboose here, I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's just starting all over again from scratch. It is going to be nice to notice the differences between Classic and Burning Crusades, because I never played on just plain Classic before. When I started, Burning Crusades was new. So that'll be a little interesting. It's some extra quality of life things, I think. No, that was wrong. It should have been 2 toots. Oh well. I'm trying to rush. So we're not turning the engine. Let's get water. Hole. I'm past the switch. Yeah, I'm past it. I think sometime relatively soonish, I'm going to replace another outlet that I'm pretty sure is in just as bad a shape as the one that just died is, also downstairs. It's got a power strip plugged in, and it's a heavy plug, and it's loose. I know somebody breathes on it, it can lose connection, basically, so I'm going to replace that outlet because it was so easy to do this other one behind the TV. Well, thankfully it was only 2 wires, so literally I could not screw it up. More modern electrical systems, there's 3 wires, or the only thing I'm slightly worried about with that one is if there's another circuit running through the outlet for the ceiling light or something like that, but I don't think there is. I mean, if it's just as simple as the one that I just replaced, then there's only 2 screws on the freaking outlet, so actually pretty much impossible that I have to worry about more than 2 wires. Ground wires? What's that? That wasn't a thing yet when this house was wired. I mean, the wires aren't original to like back in the 20s old, but they're still pretty old. They're probably like 40s or 50s. I'm not even bother with the engine. No, actually, I should have, yeah. Dang it. Didn't fill the boiler yet. I'm holding freaking control. I might have to get rid of that toggle mod. I'm so used to doing it the other way around. Well, in music that I will never ever be able to play on stream, Mom's boyfriend, as of work, he found this case full of CDs that somebody tossed, probably from a car they traded in or something. And most of the CDs were pretty much junk. Like, I don't know who the hell Tori Amos is. There's a Miley Cyrus CD, some Bush. But one set of CDs that I definitely did rip down into my computer is Pink Floyd The Wall, 2 discs. I was like, oh yeah, I know how that got mixed in with all the scrap, but sweet, Pink Floyd. Oh, what am I doing? I'm still going backwards. But obviously I'll never be able to play that on stream. Okay. Yeah, he found this like whole case of CDs. Of course, nobody uses CDs now. It's all digital now. Or if people do want physical media instead of CDs, they go back to using records because it's better sound quality. I think it's pretty cool actually that records made such a comeback. Of course, they're expensive as hell though. That's the thing. A lot of gondolas here. Oh, Burn, if you're still around, do you guys have to deal with the plow trucks messing up your sidewalks and whatnot? Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the plow is supposed to plow the snow off the road and it ends up in the end of your driveway. That's normal. But what's not normal is when the plow comes by, like, almost a full day after the storm's already over, the road's already clear, and pushes in the snowbank further onto the sidewalk that you already cleared. And now you've got this giant chunk of frozen ice. There was snow, but now it's ice because it froze into a pile. I thought I'd turn. It's really annoying, and I had to shave it away. There was still a path that people could walk in, but if I didn't shave it back, I wouldn't have been able to fit the snowblower through for the next time. So I had to chop it back, and guess what? I threw it right back out in the road. I mean, and I'm trying my best not to throw the snow on the road, but I gotta have like some space in the gutter. It's the only place to put it. Let's see. I want this goose center track. Oh yeah, the new cars are definitely working. I wish the passenger cars would load in for jobs, but that's probably got something to do with the passenger jobs mod is the thing, so there they are. Neat. Not really going to get a good look at these until the sun comes up, but hi there, Scissors, how you doing? These are some new box cars that somebody made. Brand new mod that just popped up. It's for the custom car loader mod. I was trying to kill a little bit of time by you can't go in. Wait, you can go inside a box car? What? Look at that, and he made a door that you can actually swing open. You can't actually go, okay, you can't actually go inside the boxcar, but still, that's cool. There's a door here too. I guess as soon as you get off the car, the doors, yep, snap back closed. That's neat. Huh. I'm not connected for some reason, but that might be because they're for different jobs. Let's see if any of them are connected. Oh, none of them are connected. Interesting. Those are. That's cool, though. Is that on either end, that little door? No, just one end. Okay. Makes sense. Huh. It's got like this little vestibule in the end of the boxcar. Oh, that's the handbrake! Yes! It's the handbrake and it's a custom handbrake. Look at that. It's not the same wheel that's on everything else. The up and down buttons for the handbrake don't work though. You have to do it with the scroll wheel. That's fine. So I'm guessing that's on, that's off. Neat. It's got a handbrake in there. Not eye doctor actually. It's the pharmacy. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. I just have to look at an eye chart, and they decide whether if I can read the lines on the eye chart, then they're not gonna take away my driver's license. Basically, it's anytime you renew your driver's license, you have to do that. But because of this whole pandemic, I was able to put it off for like a year. But Mom's been getting letters in the mail saying, we're going to take away your license if you don't take this eye test. And I'm like, okay, it's not even an eye test. It's just look at the chart and read it. Okay. And it's like close to the last day that I can do it. I've been putting it off for so long and forgetting about it. And almost in the back of my mind, I was almost not going to even do it because nobody really lets me drive anyway. I haven't had to drive in a long time. But I know I can drive, But everybody seems to think that I can't drive just because I haven't in so long. But it's like riding a bike. You don't forget how to drive. But anyway, well, that's 1,000 tons. But anyway, I was thinking of just letting it lapse. Why not? But I don't know. It makes sense to have a license in case I really need it. And also, last year, whenever I renewed my license, we already paid the freaking $85 to renew it. So it'd be stupid to let it go now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really leave my house at all. So if I don't leave my house, then I don't need to drive. Haven't had a car in years. My mom's got a car that I could drive, but I haven't had my own car in a while. Conrail. So we're not going to do any switching. We're going to take a load up to 2 loads up to the food factory, and it's going to be like 1,000 tons. So yeah, I'm guessing this one. Page 59. Yep. And the other one's FH28. There we go. So I already took off the caboose here. Yeah. So I've added a mod called Auto Toggle Run, which basically means you run unless you hit control, and control makes you walk. But also, there was a setting to prefer walking when on a car. So that's why like I'm walking here, and then if I'm walking on the ground and I just hop on the stairs for a second, all of a sudden I'm walking. That's why it does that. But I got to get used to it because I'm so used to holding control to run instead of holding control to walk. It's backwards. Once I get used to it, it'll be better because most of the time you want to run. But until I get used to it, it's going to be a little silly. Ooh, I think the sun's going to be coming up soon. Good. We can get a better look at these cars. Yep, it's almost 6 a.m. 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. is when the sun comes up and goes down. Very simple. I've only got another half hour or so before I have to go, or I have to stop streaming and go to the pharmacy, actually. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't have bothered streaming, but I haven't streamed in a while, so I said, even if it's only for a couple hours, I gotta stream. I gotta at least look like I'm trying. I don't know. I've been playing WoW a lot, and I know that's not going to be too popular to stream, and I've been sleeping until like 2 o'clock or something, so then I'm going to start a little late and just have to get into it. I don't know if you saw it on the Discord. You weren't here when I was talking about it, probably, but one of the outlets blew out downstairs in the living room. So I had to replace that yesterday. That was a bit of an emergency. It wasn't that bad. Like, it was just the left plug that blew out, and the right side was still working, so I was able to plug in the power strip with the modem in it on the right side at least. So I could at least have internet, but the internet was on and off for a while as I was figuring out what to do with that outlet. And then I had to obviously shut it down to replace it eventually. That was a little scary, but not too bad. Thankfully, the electrical system in this house is so simple. It was just 2 wires. So there wasn't any way to screw up the outlet, screw up the wiring. Doesn't matter if you get it backwards or not, it's just 2 wires. Very old wiring, but it was in good shape. The outlet actually broke right in half. Half of the outlet came out with the plate that goes over the outlet. Because there was probably I don't know, 6 layers of paint on top of this freaking outlet, that was something my grandpa did. He always painted the outlets. I even when I was I don't know, 10 or something, I used to yell at him. I'm like, don't paint that. That's an electrical outlet. Oh, it's gotta all blend in. Like, it's already white. It came from, you bought it as a white outlet. You don't gotta put white paint over the white outlet. Couldn't tell him anything, though. He was very stubborn. Well, actually, back then, he didn't paint the trim white. That's it, too. He used to paint. He didn't believe in having the trim a different color from the wall. I think most of it was he was too lazy to paint the trim, because then you have to cut in very carefully and stuff, tape it off or whatever. So he would just paint everything cream, especially on this side. This was the tenant side. It was classic cream on everything. Well, he used to say that if you painted the trim white, it would break up the room too much, which is nonsense. But, yeah. Didn't tell him anything. But yeah, the last time we had the apartments painted, which was probably like 12 years ago or something by now. We did white trim. And on this side, since this was the tenant side, it was, like off-white. Not quite cream, but close enough. I hate non-colors. Like painting everything white and off-white is so annoying. But, oh, it's got to be neutral or else the tenants won't be happy. It's like, well, if they want to paint it something else, whatever, but I don't know. Then I guess you go down the road of a tenant painting it some wacky color to go with their decor, and then they move out, and then it needs to be painted again because you're not going to get a new tenant with it. Like if the walls red or something. But I don't know. It's just blah. It's very blah. On Grandma's side, because it was her side, her apartment, I at least got them to pick out a color. They almost did another like off-white cream nonsense, and I'm like, no, Grandma, this is your house. This is your apartment. Pick a color. I don't even care what color it is. Just pick a color. Like outsides of houses, they do this. All the houses that used to be like blue or green or even red, they're all just cream now. Or, eggshell or off-white. It's just garbage. It looks terrible. It's very bland. It's safe, but it's bland. Am I going the right way? When I get to talking, it's when I get to screwing up. Is this my long train? Oh wait, wasn't it this one? Crap. Page 59. Yeah, it's this one. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. So on Grandma's side, it's like a kind of pinkish. Coral, I think, was the color. I wasn't too crazy about it. I was trying to get her to go like a light green or a light blue. It's not a color that's going to be really obtrusive or anything. It's just, something with a little color. But she went with this like coral thing, which is kind of like a dark pink almost. Well, it's not pink really, but I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it was nice because at least it was a color, and then we painted the trim white, not just painting the trim the same color as everything else. And it really makes everything pop when you do that. So that was nice. But that was like 10, 12 years ago, so yeah. And the wall down in the living room on both sides, because we had a problem after the Hurricane Irene flooding. The posts down in the basement, the bottoms got washed out, and we thought that the posts were already kind of hanging, so it didn't really matter, but the house settled, basically. The house settled enough so that the drywall, well, in these days it wasn't drywall, it was plasterboard. It's much more brittle, but it cracked right across the whole sheet of drywall. Not just the surface cracked right through. And so, yeah, then I ended up getting jack posts and put them down cellar, and basically over the course of like a year I would crank up the jack posts a little bit more and a little bit more. So now that's all solid. But the walls still have these really bad cracks. And it's not something you can just patch up. It's the cracks right through. So you have to really just take out the piece of plasterboard that cracked and replace it with a piece of drywall. That's a 4x8 sheet of drywall is really all you can do. Might even be 2 sheets depending on where the seams are. But I could take out the plasterboard and put in the drywall, but I don't know how to mud and tape. I've always told everybody just thinks I can fix anything, and I'm like, guys, I never learned how to mud and tape. Grandpa never taught me, and it's just something you got to have a feel for. And I don't want to like try it and have it just come out terrible because I don't know what I'm doing. So I could put up the new, take out the plasterboard and put in the drywall, but somebody else would have to mud and tape for me. Pigs. Okay, I gotta check and make sure everything's hooked up. So I saw that other string where it wasn't. Okay, so now that the sun's out, we can see these cars a little bit better. Pretty neat. Also, get on the car and do the release the handbrakes button for all of them, just to make sure that there's no handbrakes on. Okay, good. It's 59. Yeah, I could have counted the cars at the same time, but I did. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so that should be all of 59. And then 28 is just 4 cars. 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're good. I gotta move it over to the main line to hook up to the tender, the caboose. Rain. Should be about 1,000 tons. No more free rides on this steam engine. Should be able to do 1,000 tons because there's no real hills going into food factory. Getting back out of food factory, no way in hell 1,000 tons, but going to food factory, yes. Oh, I want to make sure the handbrakes are off, right? I have a feeling they might not be because the train's not moving. Oh, that's another thing to test. I'm not getting stuck on the roof of the car, which is good. Shift that. Sure, all the handbrakes are off. Hope that works. We're all aired up, right? And check the last car, make sure I had air, but it should be. Really, she don't want to move. I know it's 1,000 tons, but hold on. Let me make sure that I didn't mess up. Maybe the hoses were connected, but we lost. But an angle cock's not somewhere. Let me check the end and see if there's air. I don't know why I didn't do that. Not much. Look, there's very little air. Why? Oh boy. You start at the head end. Something's wrong. Open. I didn't. Brakes released, right? Yeah, they're all pumped up. So it should be a nice solid blast of air out the end. Uh-huh. Oh boy. The hoses were hooked up, but not the ankle cocks. Probably wherever you go from the custom car to the not custom car. Bet. Let's see. Hopefully this is only a one-time thing where the cars first spawn in. Not always going to be a problem. Boy, I like how the brake hose is a pipe that goes along the bottom of the car. Boy, this guy put a lot of detail into this. It's great. As opposed to this one where the angle cock just bolts into the frame. And you don't see anything else. Well, there is a hose in there, I guess. Still, that's cool. Okay, let's see. Now we got air. Now she should move. Yeah, now she's moving. Barely, because it's 1,000 tons, but... Actually, the biggest challenge is going to be getting out of this yard right here. It's a bit of a hill from here going up to the steel mill. It's not too bad, though, compared to the other hills. Still for 1,000 tons. And it doesn't help that I'm insisting on backing it all into the caboose here so that I start from the main line. So I'm not going to have much momentum. Once I get past the steel mill, though, it's either going to be flat or downhill. Well, it's a little bit uphill towards the turn. Towards the food factory, that really tight number 3 turn, the switch there that can really catch you off guard. It's a little bit of an uphill there, but it's not too crazy. And we're moving. Should be good. So the thing with trains 12, well, I guess I told you Scissors, but anybody else that might be listening, is apparently when you upload your content in the content manager, that's not the end of the story. Then you have to go to the website and confirm it. And there was nothing in the content manager telling me I had to do that. Which is really, really annoying. So that's why Scissors was trying to download my stuff and couldn't, because it wasn't actually available, I guess. Which is just stupid. I did eventually. The way I found out is I went into my Yahoo email, which I don't go into too often, and that's what my Planet Oron account is linked up to. That's for trains, Planet Oron, and that's. Then I had emails telling me to go to the website and confirm it, and I was like, oh, that's why he couldn't find it. You know, actually, I don't know if it's an instant process or not. I might have to check that actually and see if it even is available yet. It's pretty annoying, actually. So they have to check it and make sure there's nothing offensive or something, maybe. Or stolen, I guess that would be a thing. Of course, it's too late for Scissors because he already did a lot of work on my map. So if he wanted to like download the official thing, he'd have to start all over again. So. But if anybody else wants to mess with it, I guess it's up now, question mark. I have to check and see if I got another email confirming the confirmation. However the hell it works. Booze. No, we're going slow enough. It's okay. Oh, we got it. Just pull the arrow quick. I'm stuck. As usual, I'm trying to do things faster, which just makes you do them slower. Hi there, Sturgy. How you doing? It trains in their system, yeah. Oh, I said the wrong buttons. Now I'm making sure all the handbrakes are off, which I'm sure they are because I was able to move it. Okay. And look at that, it's 4 o'clock. Wow, it took me half an hour just to put this train together. Well, I think that's going to have to be it. We're not going to be able to do the fancy 1,000-ton run up to the food factory right now. So I'm going to have to go to Price Chopper. Yeah, it was a super short stream. I just wanted to... We'll just spend the last couple minutes just looking at these awesome new box cars. The only thing is they're kind of replacing all of the other box cars, and I like the standard box cars too because of all the skins on them. So Control F10 with custom car loader, I checked this option: prefer custom cars to default cars when generating jobs. That's checked on right now. I think I'll do it like that for a little while, and then I'll check that off so that they can be mixed more. But for now, I want to see all the new cars. Yeah, it was a super short stream. I think it was only like an hour and a half. But just for the last couple minutes, we'll look over these cars a little bit more now that the sun's out. Got nice little vents, which is cool. I like these vents actually because for Derail Valley, for some reason they use box cars for livestock too. Like I think these are loaded up with like pigs. Yeah, pigs. So it's neat that they have the vent holes. The vent windows or whatever you want to call it. And the buffers look good. They're not floating or anything like that. I like the brake hose and then the detail of having the pipe going along the bottom of the car. That's very nice. There's a lot of detail. I mean, look, I can tell that the brakes are released. Now, if the brakes are on, I doubt those brake shoes actually clamp down. You know what? I'm not going anywhere right now anyway. Let's check. Put the brakes on. Did the brake shoes actually clamp down? I can't believe they would. No. Okay. They don't on the original, on the vanilla cars, so I don't see how it would happen. You would have to add animations. And add code for the animations, but yeah. I figured I'd try it. But the neatest thing about these boxcars is... Wait, there's nothing here that you can open, right? Hold on. There is a kind of a step here. No, okay. I was wondering if you could open that. But it has this little like vestibule on one end of the car. With these doors that you can open. I mean, how cool is that? And then there, that must be the handbrake wheel. Which doesn't work with the keybind for the handbrake, as far as I can tell. No, it's not turning because it just turns like that little, and the wheel would turn around a lot. So that's why it doesn't animate like that. But I'm guessing the handbrake does work. But it's just really cool that you can go up in this little vestibule and see it. That's neat. Wait, unless that doesn't work, something else. That's got to be the handbrake. No. I was just making sure it didn't like open the doors or something. But still, these cars are really nice. I just want to make sure I get the handbrakes all off. There's the roof, and you don't get stuck to the roof or anything when you teleport on it, which is nice. How much water did I use just putting this frame together? Like a notch. I got the headlight on backwards. Not that it matters, we're stopping now anyway. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. I really shouldn't have bothered trying to stream today because I knew time constraints, but I wanted to show it off, and I just wanted to go live. For at least an hour and a half, whatever it is. Not even 2 hours, I think. But yeah, I really like these new cars. They're pretty cool. Now, if I could get a train together that's just box cars, then that would look really cool, but usually they're always mixed with hoppers. And right before we leave, I will show off I'm gonna show off the passenger car that this same guy made. I showed it off once before, but whatever, I'll show it off one more time if I can find it. Passenger 2-axle, that's it. Now these don't show up in the passenger jobs, like they don't pop up instead of the regular passenger cars. Guessing he has to figure that out still. But there it is. He's been working on this a lot. He's trying to make like the doors open and stuff. Yeah, they don't yet. But you know, you can just walk through them anyway. But look how freaking detailed this thing is. It's beautiful. This is the little bath. Oh, this is not the bathroom. This is like a little wood stove. Huh. Yeah, it's a little wood stove for the heat. Which is interesting because you think even if it's a really old car, you can hook up the steam. That's supposed to be handbrake. It doesn't move though. But you could heat it with steam from the steam engine. But maybe they had to do that because later on they used diesel engines, and the diesel engines didn't have steam generators. Look how fancy this is, though. It's so pretty. really cool. Like, sit here and look out the window and stuff. Someday when they make multiplayer for Derail Valley, it's going to be amazing. All these little compartments and the little hallway and stuff. Oh, so cool. This is the bathroom. Yep, there's the little bathroom. You can tell it's an old toilet because the tank is way up here. A little lantern up there. There's the sink. So cool. Look, we can sit on the toilet. There. So good. That one's like attached to like a handbrake or something. Yeah, that's this. Okay. Doesn't move yet. Someday. Yeah, it's really freaking good. Okay. Alright, so next time I stream Derail Valley, whenever that is, maybe even tonight, I don't know. I got 1,000 tons of farm stuff that needs to go up to the food factory. I think I can do it, just barely. Like get up this hill going up to the steel mill. So yeah, okay. As much as I don't want to stop yet, I have to. Alright. So that was fun. Got to show off some stuff a little bit. Glad I got to see the boxcars and they just pop up as regular jobs now. I was a little worried that wouldn't work, but it does. Very nice. And I got to talk to you guys for a little while at least. Alright. Let me just see if anybody else is streaming before I quickly sign off. I don't think so. No. Okay. Alright, well, thank you for coming, and I'm going to try to stream a little bit more often. Although, or you it might be World of Warcraft, I don't know. Maybe. It might. It's not going to be trucking anytime soon, because you know the wood shelf thing that I use to put the keyboard on that goes over the steering wheel? It has another temporary use right now. It's in front of Mom's heater in her bedroom, because she's got this, I kind of explained it before, but she's got this like it looks like a wood burning stove, but it's just an electric heater, and it's got like a fan on the bottom blowing over a heating element. And the cats have figured out that this thing blows out heat, and you know how crazy cats are about heat, so they always want to lay right in front of it, blocking the heat, probably starting a fire or whatever. So I've got this little shelf thing in front of the heater, so that if the cat's out in front of the shelf or on top of the shelf, there's still plenty of airflow for the heat to blow around. So, you know, that's my excuse for not setting up the wheel right now. I gotta, maybe after Price Chopper, I gotta dig around for some wood and make another thing like that. Make it a little bit smaller, actually, because the one that I'm letting her use from my wheel right now kind of sticks out a little bit too far, and it's easy to kick it with your toe. So I just need a couple pieces of 2x4. I think I have something. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys around later. Bye.